Hi, I'm Lisa Rattan. We're going to do an art, movement, and music activity today. So, you ready for that? Do you like art? And how about listening to music? Great. So we're joined together, or a bunch of us are here doing some art together. That's going to be just so nice to just be together and do art. We won't talk too much, but maybe I'll ask a few questions in the beginning, and at the end maybe you can share some of your art if you want to, but no big deal if you don't want to. And we're going to use our hands as part of the movement for painting and or drawing. If you don't feel like using paints, you think that's messy, or you don't want to use the paintbrush, if you like pencils, sketches, you can use some sketches. So we're kind of combined music too, because in music there's a lot of movement. The instrumentalists, their hands are moving, they're playing a trumpet, their mouths are moving, or maybe a cello player is using their arms and getting that instrument going. So we can hear with our ears a lot of music movement. And that makes our brains work really good. That makes us have a lot of feelings. Different feelings, different music. If it's fast, how does that make you feel?
Kind of like upbeat and anxious sometimes.
Yeah.
Depends on music.
Upbeat and anxious when the music is fast. And how about if the music is really slow and soft? How does that make you feel?
Calm and happy.
Calm and happy, yes. So we're going to do some paintings while we listen to the music. You can paint whatever comes into your mind, okay? Even if it's an orange, go ahead and paint an orange, okay? Or if it's something, like you said, calm and happy, if it's something exciting, like maybe a racehorse, you know? It doesn't have to be a great work of art. Let's look at some famous artworks, okay? We have our famous artworks binder, and usually this would be in some plastic wrap, like plastic pages, but we would put that together in an activity. We have Claude Monet's The Japanese Bridge. Have you seen this before? No? Okay, it's hanging in lots of places. Usually they make a lot of copies. It's famous. He painted it in 1899. So it's got just some flowery, nice brush strokes there. And here's another style of art. This is Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night that he painted in 1889. Really swirling brush strokes and bright colors. So it's not perfect, it's just, fun. And look at this one with all the people gathered together. George Seurat's A Sunday Afternoon on the island of La Grangette. He painted in 1886. He painted it with lots and lots of tiny, tiny, tiny little colored dots. It took him about 2 years to paint it, but we don't have to worry about that. We're just looking at different styles of art. This one is very different. Look at those giant flowers, very bright and colorful on the hills of a desert. That's Georgia O'Keeffe's Red Hills with Flowers that she painted in 1937. I think that's a painting with a lot of feeling in it, because it's just, you get brightness of the flowers and smoothness of the mountains. Let's see what else. This one's a little bit, the print is a little bit different. It's hard to see, but can you see what's in there? You want to tell me what's in there?
Is it a horse?
There's a horse, a kind of like a horse shape. What are these? Clocks. Melted clocks. Weird, huh? This is Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory that he painted in 1931. It's just so different. We are showing you all these different styles of artwork because art never has to be perfect. If you're concerned like, oh, I'm not an artist, I can't draw a dog. Or I can't draw a person, my person looks like a stick. That's okay. You can draw the flowers, you can draw the hills, you can just draw, look, some squiggles.
some squiggles and shapes and colors. Sometimes movement and music can make you just feel like that, just feel colors and a lot of movement. So that's okay too, if that's what you'd like to do. That's Hans Hofmann did that. It's called Laburnum in 1954. That's hanging in some famous museums, as well as this one. I'll just show a couple more, just for getting examples of what art. And that's James McNeill Whistler's mother. His mother. He did in 1871. Just a nice calm little picture there. Here's our last one we'll see. This is actually a painting hanging in a museum in London. It doesn't have a name. Forrest Bess painted this in 1970. And so just colors, just simple. Colors have feelings. So we'll see how the music can make you feel. And we've got your paint supplies, okay? And we've got water cup and paintbrushes. You'll choose a paintbrush any size you feel like, any size which is comfortable, or which you want to get big brush strokes or little brush strokes. Okay. Paint. You put your paintbrush in the water, and then don't get it too wet. Dab it on your paper towel there a little bit. Get a little paint and see what you go with that color. When you're done with one color, rinse off your paintbrush and dab it again and get a new color and see what you can paint. And you just keep going like that. Okay, so if you're ready, you've got your paint supplies, and you know what, we're gonna change the song sometimes in our time we have together today, because we have about an hour. We're gonna the painting part we'll probably do just about 30 or 40 minutes, listening to music and doing some painting. We'll switch the song, so if you kind of feel like you want to switch paintings, do a whole new painting, there's extra papers. Or if you're going real good on one painting and the music still leads you somewhere on that same painting, you can stick with that. Any questions? Okay, we'll start some music. You grab what supplies you think you'd like to, or you can grab after you start hearing the music. Whatever you think.
A promise made in the dark, lit by a single flame.
You know, that's the ad. Here comes the music. Sorry for an ad. Those are all over the place these days. Yeah. You can keep painting. I might join along, you know, since this is a longer activity. I would join in with the participants. That way we can all share something together. Sit down and be together, and there can be some talking at the tables, a little bit maybe, but mostly we're going to just encourage listening and painting, using a lot of different social skills as just the listening, and bring in social skills a little more again at the ending when we discuss some of the paintings and music. So now they're using their hands for fine motor skills, different sizes of paintbrushes for however it's easy to hold, and we've described how to use the paints and water and all the supplies. So we're gonna I'd join in, and then we'll all share together, and I think we're describing things pretty good. I'm going to say that this song is ending, and as the song gets into silence mode, I would say, well, that is the first song. That song has a name to it. Does anyone want to just take a guess or think of what you thought of that as a name to that song? snowflake. It's kind of an image that went through your mind, huh? Good. Yeah, that song is by Antonio Vivaldi, and it's part of his Four Seasons concert. It's called the Summer one. So, light movements and everything. Now we get to hear another song.